So we have learned about power factor, and this cos phi is called power factor because with the changing angle between current phasor and voltage phasor, power consumed in the circuit changes. And we have studied four cases. First case was resistive case, for which there is no angle between or there is no phase between current and voltage, hence maximum power is dissipated in the circuit. Dissipation means consumed. Second case was for purely inductive and capacitive circuit. In that case we saw that power consumed was 0, though there was a current and power consumed was 0, so that's why it is called wattless current. In case of LCR circuit, what we have seen, in case of LCR circuit, this phi may be non-zero. This completely depends on values of XC and XL, and power is dissipated only in the resistor. And fourth and last case was this power consumed at resonance. In case of resonance, this phi again becomes 0, cos phi is equal to 1, and total power consumed is consumed in the resistance only. So in case of resonance. Now let us solve some of the numerical problems. So first numerical problem is this: for circuits used for transporting electrical power, a low power factor implies larger power loss in transmission. Explain. So we have to tell, suppose if this power factor is low, power factor, that means cos phi is low, why the power loss is more, power lost in the transmission is more. Second, power factor can often be improved by the use of a capacitor of appropriate capacitance in the circuit. So by using an appropriate capacitance, we can improve the power factor. So let us see. So first part is telling us that it is not necessary that low power factor means low loss. So a low power factor means higher loss, and we can improve this power factor by using a capacitance of appropriate magnitude. Now solution of the first part, we know that power consumed is equal to IV cos phi, where cos phi is the power factor. So to supply a given power at a given voltage, since V is fixed and we know each and every instrument has some power rating, so we cannot change this P. We cannot change this P. So V is fixed because that is the generated voltage. So what we have, this P is constant for the instrument, V is constant for the instrument. If this cos phi power factor is going low, then in that case current will increase. Only then this power consumed will remain same, because we cannot change this. Voltage is also fixed. If this factor is going down, this current must go up. So to supply a given power at a given voltage, that means power is fixed, voltage is fixed. If cos phi is small, this factor is small, we have to increase the current. We have to increase the current accordingly. So this is going down, then current must increase to keep the power constant. But what will happen? But this will lead to larger power loss, because power loss is I square R. This is in case of transmission. This is power loss in case of transmission. As we have learned, if there are these power cables have some resistance of them. Since these power cables are very long, the resistance of these power cables is also high. If we increase this current, because we are increasing current here, so current is transmitted by these power cables, so we are increasing current in these power cables as well. So what will happen? The power loss in these power cables or transmission lines, the power cables will be very high. That's why it is not necessary that a small power factor lead to lower power loss. So what we say here, that if this power factor is very small, the power loss in the transmission, again this is the power loss in transmission, will be increased. Now we have to control this thing. Suppose in a circuit, current I lags by voltage by an angle phi. So what we are doing now, we are adjusting this this power factor. We are adjusting this power factor. So this current I is lagging voltage. So we have assumed that current is lagging. That means current is at phi angle clockwise to the voltage. So this is our voltage and this is our current. This is our current and this is our voltage. Now this current is lagging. We have assumed this case. Then what is the power factor? Power factor cos phi is equal to R by Z. That means resistance upon impedance of the circuit. So how can we improve? We can improve the power factor tending to 1. That means we have to increase the power factor. What is the maximum power factor? Maximum power factor is 1 when angle is equal to 0. So we need this case. So we are improving power factor. So we need this to be 1. Tending towards 1 means we want this to be 1. Now if Z tends to R, if Z and R are equal, so this power factor will become 1. Resistance must be or nearly equal to Z. So in that case we get a very high power factor. So let us understand this with the help of a phasor diagram. So this is our phasor diagram. How this can be achieved? So we are achieving this a high power factor because a low power factor is giving loss in the circuit. So first of all, this is our voltage. This is our voltage V. So this is the applied voltage of the source and here is our current. And what we see, this current is lagging by some angle phi. So this is a lagging case. Now what we can do, so this I can be divided into two components. One just parallel to this voltage. So we name it IP. That means this current is parallel to this voltage, and another current, this is IQ, and this IQ is perpendicular to this voltage. So we have divided this current into two parts, one parallel to voltage, another perpendicular to the voltage, as we have done many times that any component can be divided into horizontal and vertical components. So one is parallel, another one is perpendicular to applied voltage. So two components are there. Now this current IQ is, as we have learned, is called wattless component. Why? Because in this case current is flowing but no power is consumed. So this one is wattless current. IP is known as the power component. So this component which is parallel to V, this IP, this is called the power component, and this one is called wattless component. This is wattless component. This one is wattless, this one is power component, because this is consuming power, in this wattless current is flowing. Now because it is in phase with the voltage corresponding to power loss in the circuit, so this is the current because of which there is power loss, not because of this, because for this angle phi is 90 degree, so this will not consume any power. So it is clear from this analysis that if we want to improve power factor, we must completely neutralize the lagging wattless current IQ by an equal leading wattless current IQ dash. So we want this phi to be 0. That means we want all this power goes into same direction as the voltage. So we want cos phi equal to 1. That means phi equal to 0. So when can we have phi equal to 0? To get phi equal to 0, if this component is gone, only this component will remain. How can we achieve this component? So what we do, we add another component in this direction of same magnitude. So same magnitude in opposite direction. This can be done by connecting a capacitor of appropriate value in parallel, so that IQ and IQ dash cancel each other and P is effectively IP into V. So what they have said in this line, they are saying that suppose if we connect a capacitor of appropriate capacitance, so what will happen? So we know in case of capacitor current will lead. Here current was lagging. if these two components are equal and opposite direction, in opposite direction, this will be gone, and we know cos phi is equal to r by z. Since in this case, when we have removed these components, z is equal to r, so power factor is 1. That means all the current is flowing in this direction, hence we have improved the power factor, and power consumed is effectively IP, that means parallel component to voltage into V. So in this way we use appropriate capacitance just to improve the power factor.